Well, I think it's always interesting when a script begins with a question. You know, it begins with a question in the sense that you don't know what the hell's going on. You don't know who these guys are really. You don't know who they're running from or what they're running from. But as Bertolt Brecht said, that's a great way to create a kind of anxiety in the audience. You know, where they're asking the question, what's up? You know, whenever anybody comes up with a program about God, you know, it interests me very much. You know, the idea that all the questions are answerable. You know, if you play the game, if you play along with it, and it's also the way people are manipulated. You know, around a force that's answerable for all the questions that we have. You know, where are you from? What happens after death? Why are you suffering? And then, God. You know, so it's simplified, and yet it's kind of touching that people feel that that is the answer. That answers everything. You know? So I think this guy not necessarily takes advantage of it. You know, it's kind of I think the question should be, does he really believe this, or is he pulling everybody's leg? And I think he does believe it, you know. Oh, I like working with him very much because you have the sense that he's always thinking. He's always visualizing the thing, maybe. He's listening very intensely. He has a firm grasp on the language that he's using. Acting is very much a moment-to-moment thing. You know, I mean, that's stupid to say, but it's true. That, you know, if your attention wanders, you're not right there. You have to be right exactly there. And I think Jeff, in some intuitive way, really understands that, you know. So it doesn't become a conceptual thing. You know, it isn't like a cult leader from Mars, you know, versus a cult leader from Longview, Texas. You know what I mean? It's not about that, it's about the moment, you know. So then it becomes very interesting because you can have a dialogue concerning this specific moment, you know. He's a good writer, you know. That's one thing that's maybe overlooked some. He's what the old school used to call auteur, you know. He's the guy who writes the thing and puts it on film. So he knows the camera, he knows language, he knows character, you know.
Hey guys, now the trailer for My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2 is already out, but did you know that despite pulling in over $240 million, the first My Big Fat Greek Wedding never once topped the US box office chart? Now for this and more movie facts, click on more videos, but if you want something different, click on the playlist.